Hello and welcome again. You started doing your editing your intro for your radio show. Well, not your radio show, but a practice of how to do audio. You've started Cubase again, okay, as you will. Make sure everything works, make sure everything's set up and running okay. And then what you need to do is when you get to this point, rather than more empty create, because you've already created it, you're going to open other. Okay, open other. And then you find where you saved your project. So for you, it might be your kind of school login, okay, your My Documents area, and hence maybe in My Documents it might be in Cubase projects, but you'll have needed to know where you saved it last time. Okay, for me, okay, I'll just press cancel there and just redo that bit again. Open other. Okay, it's in my D drive. Radio Show 02. So I can click on this project, okay, from last lesson. It's got last lesson's date, so I know it's the correct one. And I press open. And it opens it. Okay, exactly what we did last time. It will not get rid of anything. If you've done everything correctly, it will be exactly as you left it last time. Okay? What you need, we're going to be doing this lesson, okay, is practicing by recording ourselves, okay, and practicing by recording an intro. So similar to what you did last lesson, okay, recording an intro over the top, okay, depending on which song it is, okay. We are less worried this time about the words, okay. So actually you don't need to necessarily write a whole new script. All we're doing at the moment is we're literally learning how to load in a microphone, okay. You are going to have a microphone, you are going to have the cables, and then we'll go for that. Now, you're already hopefully going to be shown how to plug in the cables of the microphone, okay, making sure the microphone's turned on, etc. So really, that bit's been done already. That's the assumption that it's plugged in and hence relatively working. Okay, so how do we add a microphone track? This area here, when we right click, gives us options. If we right click anywhere else, it only gives us our tools. Okay? Okay, that doesn't give us the correct thing. It's only this area here that gives us these options. And we want to add an audio track. Now we've got an audio track in here which is a stereo audio track, but a microphone is mono. It's only recording one thing. Okay? If you had two microphones plugged in, not that you're going to, but if you did, and they were recording right and left, then you could do stereo, but for you it's just mono, one, meaning one. Okay, we're going to click in one and add track. We now have a mono track. Okay, now you can check whether this is recording, okay, initially by pressing the monitor button. Ooh, that sounds, now on my computer that sounds like I'm a robot, but basically it's getting a signal. Okay, that is getting the signal of my voice. If you do that and you can't hear anything, then it's not working properly. Okay, now you don't need to worry about this bit. Okay, but yeah, that is right. But I was just checking because obviously my sound interface is slightly different than yours. You'll have plugged in your microphone to the left-hand input, so therefore left stereo in means that it's in the left-hand input, okay, which is correct. I'm going to zoom in a little bit vertically just to make sure I can see these two things. Make sure I zoom in horizontally as well, okay, and I'm going to press the record button, okay. I want to make sure it's starting from the beginning, so I will press this one here. Press that a couple of times until it's 11110 at the beginning. And I'm just going to press record. And I'm going to do an intro. So here we go. So, welcome to my radio show. This is going to be a practice to make sure we can record ourselves on a microphone. You need to introduce yourself, introduce the show. You'll see the audio recording as we go. There's nothing too loud. It's generally a good level. When you get towards finishing your intro, Then we should stop talking within the next couple of seconds. And then, here's the song.
Apparently, I'm second generation black.
Okay, so that is my intro. Okay, now if I just quickly, now you'll notice there, okay, if I just quickly, I can move and I can edit the little white square at the bottom. So at the beginning I don't start talking, so I can get rid of a little bit of stuff at the beginning. Okay, like so. I can also get rid of a little bit of stuff at the end. Okay, so just maybe even fade out. Okay, see that? I've just faded out so it doesn't suddenly stop. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a listen. So, welcome to my radio show. This is going to be a practice to make sure we can record ourselves on a microphone. You need to introduce yourself, introduce the show. You'll see the audio. So, there's my introduction, which is pretty much all you have to do. Okay, today, nice and simple. You may well choose to also do an outro. So as that song obviously outros, you may choose to start talking over the end of that song. Okay, you may even choose to load another song from the ones that are there. Okay, you can load another song by going into File, Import, Audio File, choose another song and load it in there. You don't need to, but again, that's something you might want to do. But the minimum we need to do is to record yourself on a microphone, make sure that it's all correct, make sure that it's in the correct timing. Again, I don't need a script. Okay, I'm not judging you on how good your words are this time. I'm judging on whether you have actually done this. When you've done this, you're going to need to send me an MP3. You're going to have to send it to me as an audio file so I can listen to it. Okay, this is how you do that. Okay, now this little thing here. Now for you, this little thing here will be there. So it'll be a little thing which you won't really notice. It's like two little white triangles. Okay, these are called the left and the right locators. Okay, now when you send this to me, I don't want everything. Okay, I don't need the whole song. I just need the bit you've done, which in this case is only the first kind of 45 seconds. Not much of it. Okay. So the left and right locators, all they do is tell you which bit you're going to send to me. So it only kind of converts some of it into something to send to me. Okay. The way we do this is two ways. We can either left click here and drag so it's blue, and then we click the bit we want, and it will then just send the bits in between the two locators. You'll notice that down here, the numbers and stuff have changed. That's at the beginning, that's at 22.1.3.57, which is exactly there. If we move that, then that changes as well. So you can, okay, if you ever can't find the locators, it may be because they're off at like bar 600 or something. Therefore, you can just press 1 and it'll move that. If you want to up to 22, double click, press 22, and it then moves the locator for you. So you can either drag the locator or type in the numbers. Either one will work fine. Okay, what we then do is we go into File. Well, you should have saved by now with a new Save As. So if this was a different day, you could therefore save it as a different date. Okay, whatever the date was. Okay, but you will have saved by this point. You go to File. Now we've imported audio files. We're now going to export audio mixdown. Okay, now an audio mixdown just takes all the audio, it mixes it all together, okay, and takes it to a piece of to a music file called an MP3, which I can then listen to. Okay, I can load that and listen to it outside on any piece of software. So export audio mixdown. Now at this point, it looks a little bit scary. It's already set up. Generally, yours might say WAV file there. So we'll tell you what to do. Now, the name, you can click and choose a name. Okay, so this will be your initials or your name, probably your name of you and your partner, but also initials generally is okay because I'll know who you're working with, but generally your name. So mine might be Mr. Lubkowski, intro, voiceover. Okay. For you though, I'd like after it your group name. So if you were like 8AMU1, okay, or 7AMU3, then so it's not at a 7AMU3. That just means I can put it in the right folder when I get it from you. Okay, so nice and simple. Just put your group name there. Where it says path, that's where you want to save it. Now at the moment it's going to my radio show songs folder. Yours might be set up to go to, for example, my music. What best idea is to save it to the folder that your radio show is in. So hence, click on that. If it's in, for example, libraries, documents, and in a music folder there, then you can put it into the same place. It means that you can find it again if for example, if I need you to resend it to me. Okay, so it's going radio show songs. File format, we want it to be a MPEG-1 layer 3 file. Okay, mainly because they're quite small files, but they're still good quality. And I can open it on anything, like I can open it on a computer or a phone, so I can listen to it and make sure you know what you're doing. So MPEG-1 layer 3. You don't need to change these settings. Okay, whatever they are is absolutely fine. It will be perfectly fine for me to listen to. Do not click any of the extra stuff. If you do, it might not work. Okay, so give it a name. Make sure it's saving into your radio show folder. Make sure it's MP3 and then press export. Now then it will export it, and that's it. You then press cancel. Now you want to check that it has done this. Okay, so I'm going to go into my radio show folder. I'm going to find it. Okay, I'm going to go and find it. In fact, I just need to remember where actually I saved it to. 1 second. C users. Okay, that's fair play. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go and find this folder. By the way, don't worry, I'm on a different. So here's my thing. So I think it said it was in music, in radio show songs. Okay, Little Bukowski intro voiceover. The reason I'm finding it is because you might want to therefore play it to make sure actually there is sound. So if I press play. So, welcome to my radio show, which hence it works. Okay. When you've made sure that that happens is, you need to therefore email it to me. Okay, you attach it to an email. Now, hopefully you know how to use email. If you don't, then obviously we can show you. But generally, you email me, attach that MP3 to your email, to me, and send it to me. Again, with your name of you and your partner and your music group on it, so I can assess it. Okay, I think that's today. Good stuff. Get to it.